What's up, guys? It's your boy Blind the Truth back again with another video. And this one is going to be more a review of the Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks for the PlayStation 2. Now, I know this game is old. I know there's many videos probably on YouTube that have already done this review, but I'm going to do my own review, what I think about the game, certain bosses you come across, difficulty of the game. Just talking review of the game in itself. So let's start off. So Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks is based off of the Mortal Kombat series, which you play as Liu Kang and of course, Liu Kang and freaking Kun Lao. I don't know why it took me so long to think about it, but anyways, you play as them two, and you are in a tournament with Shang Tsung, and a bunch of stuff happens. And you can see kind of what happens in the beginning of the game with the title screen. The video that's at the title screen, you know, everybody's fighting. You know, Brock is in there, Scorpion, freaking Goro comes in at the end. And Liu Kang and Kun Lao get pushed down to outer world, and they end up in this dungeon, and you have to fight all these like Goro's minions, like these freaking these monsters. I forgot, but you can kind of play as one in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I forgot what they're called, but like Goro's minions. You fight them. That's where you start off at, in like a dungeon cell, and you fight them. You get there, and then you got to cross a bridge, and all this stuff. And in the game, there's stuff you can collect. I know there's like these like yin yang signs you can collect, and it all unlocks like concept art that you can go to the title screen and look at. I know there's like, you know, there's like little like orbs you collect. It's like health. It's like, experience points. You know, I know there's something called noob secrets, which I have actually never done. I didn't find any noob secrets. I don't know why. Maybe I'm supposed to go back to it. Actually, no, never mind. But I don't know why I didn't find them. Anyways, I played this game a long time ago when I was little, but I never really beat it, got into it. But I played this game recently with my cousin, and it was amazing. I did not beat the final boss, but I know kind of what happens. It's very hard. I did not beat the final boss. But yeah, this is definitely one of the best two-player games I've ever played in my life. I think Mortal Kombat should have done something like this. You know, after they made it, they should have done more like this, but they didn't. I know in like Mortal Kombat Armageddon, there's a conquest mode that's kind of like this, but it's one player. But we're not gonna get into this. So Shaolin Monks, the first boss that you come across is I don't know this one. Come on, is fucking what's his name? Oh, dude, what's his boss? What's the boss name? I feel so stupid. Oh yeah, it's like a mini boss, and then there's fucking what's the Reptile you come across? There's a couple. I know you play against Reptile. You play against Baraka. You can play against Kano at a certain point. You play against Sub-Zero. That's right. You play against a couple others. I know it's only like the main Mortal Kombat characters in this game, because the game didn't come too long after, like Mortal Kombat 5 and stuff like that. And you play against I think, is it Johnny Cage? No, you don't. But I don't know. There's a bunch of bosses, anyways, and you know, there's so many different. And then eventually, you know, you get to like this realm where there's like a bunch of portals that you can jump into. You know, looks like there's portals. It'll go. One will be like to the hidden forest. One will be a different place. You know, and it's really cool. It's cool to like have like this portal. It almost reminds me of like in Mario how you can jump in the pictures. In Mortal Kombat, you kind of have that, but it's a little different. You know, you jump in portals instead of the pictures. Like in Mario 6, Nintendo 64, you jump in these portals instead of the pictures, which I thought was kind of cool. You know, you go to these different locations. You know, there's these save points you go to that look like statues. You save at those, and I know that there's like these statues you can break down with like a super punch ability or something, and like, you know, and then you can get through to the other section of the game. But you know, it's really cool. I mean, you can get to play Kun Lao and Liu Kang. I know you can unlock Sub-Zero and Scorpion once you beat the game, which is pretty cool, right? But you can reduce cheat code to get them right away if you wanted to. And I know like there's a 2-player mode too. You can also unlock like Baraka, of course, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Johnny Cage. I think maybe a couple other, 2, 3 other people, some other people. And you can go against them in a 2-player mode. I played the 2-player mode. There's nothing too special about it. It's kind of just like, let's just play this. Like, it's kind of just like something to do real quick. There's nothing too special to it. It's just like these chests. There's like enemies. There's other enemies in the 2-player mode, and then you fight against each other. Beat each other to eventually see who wins. While there's chests that drop that have certain stuff in them. Sometimes they carry health. Sometimes they carry weapons. Stuff like that. So 2-player mode in this game, it's alright, but it's nothing compared to story mode. The combat system in this game is pretty cool. There's different upgrades that you have. Liu Kang and Kun Lao have have their own set of combos. Liu Kang has a spinning hat ability. He stands in one place and you spin and spin. That was so helpful in the games. In the game. Kun Lao. Liu Kang has of course the kicking, the running kick, or the jumping kick ability. That was so cool. And there's a lot of good things about this game. And I think it's kind of just, kind of sucks that they never really did this, again. I know this one, and I think Mortal Kombat Squadron Force or something, or Mortal Kombat freaking, where we play as Jax for most of the game. They did it kind of like this, but that game was really bad. The only reason why it's expensive in anything like that, because it's old and it has a name. And of course, there's probably cool stuff about it, but the mechanics and controls are fucking trash for that game, from what I've heard. But Shaolin Monks, and Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, they did the game right. They definitely made a good game. There's a couple bugs and stuff, but nothing too major. And it's really cool, man. Especially if you find somebody that's really into Mortal Kombat just like you, and this is, definitely something that you can play. I'd play it with the person, try to beat the game with them, and I tried to do it with my cousin. Because at the end of the game, you fight against Kentaro, Shang Tsung, and then finally Shao Kahn. To which I couldn't beat him with my cousin. It was so hard. I know that and a heads up, if you are going to be playing this game, I'll tell you something right now. When you get to the last and final mission, you're gonna need health, and you fight in this arena, and then on the one side there's health that you can spawn in, and then on the other side there's health. There's 2 health orbs, 2 big ones, and the one you get by doing, I think, a smoke mission, and the other one you get by defeating Kano, and you can defeat Kano by be right before you go outside to that courtyard, and you do it by, I think, pressing R1 3 times on, I think it's Johnny Cage that's locked up. He's locked up in a cell right before you get out the courtyard. Press R1 3 times, and something happens, Kano comes out of nowhere, and you go in another room, and Jax is there, and then Shoni Blade's there, and Jax helps you fight Kano. That's how you get that one big health bar. Big health orb. You're gonna need those, so trust me. I only had one. I didn't have the other one. I think if I maybe had the other one, we probably would have beat the boss. But it was just fucking hard, dude. We tried so many times. I think we got maybe almost half his health down, but that was it. So I never beat the game. The game was just really hard. But this game, man, was really good, bro. Really good game. Probably one of the best I've played in a long time. I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, so this game was really great. It was something, it was one of those games I didn't beat, so I went back to it, played with my cousin. It was great. We had a fun time, man. The game's really fun, dude, especially the game that came out in 2005. It's pretty sick. It doesn't have bad graphics or any, it doesn't have too bad graphics. And I would expect from a game from 2005. But this game is really good, man. Honestly, I'd probably give it almost a solid 9. I'd probably get it maybe 8.5. It's definitely a solid 8. Definitely solid 8 out of 10 in my opinion. It's a really good game, but definitely a solid 8 out of 10 is really good. Maybe an 8.5. I don't want to say a 9, but I'd probably say about definitely 8.5, but not quite a 9. Definitely 9 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it is a really good game still. It is. It's a really good game. So yeah, man, I just want to do a review of Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. There's going to be bosses you're going to come across. Out of all the bosses that are the hardest, of course, Shao Kahn is. But other than that, all the other bosses you play in the game, until you get to like the end of like the game. The hardest boss I probably thought was we died a couple times at a few and everything, you know what I mean? And I guess you fight Kentaro one time, right? I don't know. It was kind of hard to say, but I'd probably say like Scorpion caused me some trouble for a little while. Like Reptile seemed like really hard. I don't think like it was like Reptile, Scorpion, but they all have their hardness. You know what I mean? But you know, I'd probably say either Scorpion or Reptile was harder. Sub-Zero was pretty damn easy. You don't really, yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you if you never played it, but yeah, this game is pretty fire, bro. In my opinion, man, I'd beat the game. I mean, I would just play the heck out of it. Try to do everything you can. Just get through it. I wouldn't worry about the 2-player mode. I know they also have Suffering 2 demo. We don't know the game. It's a game called Suffering 2, and it's a demo that you can play for the PS2. And they also have Mortal Kombat 2 that you could play too. Ooh, isn't that cool? But yeah, this game is really good, man. So 8.5 out of 10 is my rating for this game. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks is definitely one of the best Mortal Kombat games out there, still to this day. So, like, I just wanted to do a review here. So, like, subscribe, comment. Peace out, guys. I'm out with this review. Peace.